Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have a video breaking down the info on the next GT Online update, so we do have some information. So as always, every December we get a GT Online update, and the reason that I don't do videos speculating is until we get some kind of information from Rockstar. So for me personally, all the information that, there's a lot of rumors that get spread around. I don't cover that typically because for me it's just rumors and it's unreliable. And I think it's personally like a waste of a video if it's unverified. If it's if there's not 100% evidence to back it up, don't really tend to cover it. But I do cover it when we have actual credible information from Rockstar. So whenever I hear it from Rockstar, I do cover, information on the next updates. But anyways, let's take a look at this. New improvements and more coming soon in this month's GT Online update, and I'll break this information down for you guys. So any questions you guys might have, I'll answer in the comments down below. And if you guys like these videos, me talking about this stuff, do drop a like. It does help the channel out a lot. And I'll have a Saboteur video for you guys in like an hour, so check that out. But anyways, let's check this out here. New improvements and more coming soon in this month's GT Online update. With this year drawing to a close, we'd like to thank our devoted community of enterprising criminals, creators, and competitors in Grand Theft Auto Online to provide some details on what is still to come. It's been incredible to see everyone share snapmatics of UFOs above the Los Santos skyline in our biggest Halloween event ever, rep their favorite soda in the battle between Sprunk and Nicola, enjoy featured races and modes from talented creators around the world via the community series, and most recently score an incredible GTA 4 trillion collectively in the Heist Challenge. As a result of that absolutely staggering take in the Heist Challenge, a new vehicle in the upcoming GTA Online update, the retro-styled D-Classy Tahoma Coup, will be made available to all GTA Online players for a limited period later this month. Building off a suite of adjustments made earlier this year, and as part of our continued commitment to make improvements based largely on player feedback, this December's GTA Online update will add a wide range of new improvements to free mode and beyond, many of which were submitted directly by players via the GTA Online feedback. So we'll see. And also, I know what some players are thinking. Some players are probably thinking, no, I want, a new business or something like that. But I actually don't mind them improving, what we have. Because we have so many businesses and so much, stuff in the game. And so when they did the last update, when they improved, like in the Criminal Enterprise DLC, when they improved, a lot of the businesses, I thought that was a step in the right direction. So we'll see what we got right here. General improvements. Get to your favorite iFruit contacts faster. Select which contacts to display or hide via the interaction menu. Oh, thank you, finally. So this is, this is just a really annoying, annoying feature that we've had. This is, since day one. And one of the things that annoys me so much is when I try to you go off the radar, when I'm, avoiding like a griefer, or when I'm, what's it called? When I'm trying to call Lester to get rid of cops, and you gotta scroll down that huge list of contacts. So this will just make it easier. So it'll be like, instead of 5 or 6 buttons, it'll be it'll be just a few buttons, and you're there and you're at that contact. So that's I think definitely a step in the right direction. If we look at the picture right here, we see a contact called Dax. This is a new guy. I don't recall ever seeing him, and I think that some of the rumors surrounding him were true, which again, I don't dispute rumors, guys. I don't, but just for me, rumors are just, unverifiable until I get direct information from Rockstar. But it looks like this rumor is true regarding Dax right here. So he's one of the new contacts, but we're going to see what his role is going to be in this DLC. Let's see here. The Benefactor Terabyte can be used to launch business cell missions in all session types, including invite-only sessions. Okay, that's good. So basically, with the Terabyte now, you can call in the Terabyte and you can activate sale missions. So previously with the Terabyte, you could source, you could source cargo. You could yeah, you could source cargo and start the client jobs, and now you'll be able to sell in invite-only sessions. But also on top of that, you weren't able to source crates and invite-only sessions. So hopefully that fixes that also, because that was a glitch. Because with the Criminal Enterprise DLC, you were supposed to be able to source crates with the Terabyte. It makes no sense otherwise. Why would they let you do everything else in an invite-only session, but not let you source crates through that? So hopefully it lets us do that too. And I would also, hopefully they add the option to buy supplies as well. I want to see them add the option to buy supplies with the Terabyte, because that would just make it so much easier, because I don't got to go to the arcade every time to buy supplies. Take on Agafa story missions as a solo operator by visiting the management office of the Diamond Casino Resort. These missions previously required at least 2 players. Okay, most people had completed the casino storyline at this point, but this is a step in the right direction. because I don't like typically, waiting on players a lot of times in these missions, and a lot of players people don't like either. So if, you can do something solo, another thing solo, that's a plus. However, though, most of the casino missions I would say you can do solo. However, though, there's one mission that's really, really bad. I'm trying to remember the name of the mission, but it's a mission where you go Vincent on the rooftop, and there's just so many enemies shooting at you, and I think that mission is going to be almost impossible to do solo. But we're going to have to see whether the missions are tuned down in difficulty. We're going to have to see. So PS5 and Xbox Series X will add ray-traced reflections, rendering real-time reflections on many surfaces via the Fidelity Mode graphics setting. Okay, that's a plus also, so, another thing for next-gen right there. Vehicle updates. New vehicle purchases will arrive in your garage faster than before. Okay, we had to wait previously like, 1 or 2 minutes, but now probably be a few seconds. Select custom weaponized vehicles can now be used in races where appropriate. Weapons will be disabled outside of GTA races. Okay, good. Yeah, you don't want somebody using weaponized vehicles in the races, but if the weapons are disabled, I'm fine with that. Bicycles will be added to the list of vehicles that can be requested from your personal garage when calling the mechanic. Okay. Players on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X can enjoy full access to house special works without needing to complete house introductory race. Also, step in the right direction. That race is a pretty long race, like a 10-minute race. Economy updates. Okay, this I'm very interested. Completing vehicle cargo cell missions in public sessions will award a high demand bonus, bringing this in line with all other business activities, while payouts and smugglers cell missions will be permanently tripled. Wow. Okay, so this is definitely a really good thing. Definitely a plus here. So for people that don't know what this is, basically a high demand bonus. High demand bonus is all the players that are in the lobby. You get a percentage bonus back. Now, previously, before the Criminal Enterprises DLC, you would get 1% back per each player in the lobby, up to a 25% bonus. So that means that if I was selling in a 30-player lobby before Criminal Enterprises, right? And let's just say I was selling $100,000 worth of stock, just to make this simple, right? In, pretty much any business. Almost every single business will give you a high demand bonus except two. Except the vehicle cargo and the special crates. When I say the regular crates you source, fine, but the rare ones, those don't give you a bonus. So if I'm selling like $100,000 worth of stock, let's just say, example, and I'm selling in a 30-player lobby, remember I get a 1% bonus per each player in the lobby, up to 25 players, not counting people in my MC or my CEO. Now, some people might not think this is a lot, 1% per each player, but you have to think about it. It gets stacked up. So actually, instead of doing 100,000, let's do a million comparison, just to, show just how much you can make. So if you're selling, your product in like a 30-player lobby, right? And I know people don't like selling in populated lobbies, but if you're selling in a 30-player lobby up to a 25%, max bonus, 1% per each player, that's a $10,000 bonus for $1 million. For $2 million, it'd be $20,000. And that means that you can get an extra $250,000 for selling in that populated lobby. That's how I make so much money with my big sales in populated lobbies. People wondering where I'm getting all this extra money from. It's the high demand bonus. And with the Criminal Enterprises, they actually boosted the bonus by doubled. So instead of 1%, you make 2%. So that means you can get an extra 50% back. So that means instead of getting $10,000 for that $1 million stock per each player, you get $20,000. So now you can get an extra $500,000. But vehicle cargo, this was never affected by this. So this is a step in the right direction, because vehicle cargo, you never got the bonus for it, so now you're going to get it. So that's, I think, a good thing. And also for Smuggler's Run, Smuggler's Run will be permanently tripled, which I think is definitely a step in the right direction. Definitely need that. Smuggler's Run is the least used business in GTA Online. It's the one that I see the least amount of people. Like, I've been in so many GTA Online lobbies, full lobbies, years, and I have barely seen anyone doing Smuggler's Run. The only time I see people doing Smuggler's Run is when there's an event for it. That's the only time. I almost never see anybody doing it. I see plenty of people sourcing crates. I see MC businesses getting sold. I see import-export, being moved around. I see even, people sourcing crates. But I see people selling nightclubs, but I don't see the Smuggler's Run. And if you want proof of this, you can just look back to my previous live streams, like, when we used to do, like, live streams, like, we used to do live streams every week, and now I do it again now, because we can sell it invite-only, but when I used to stream, like, a ton, like, I would help, like, so many people sell in, like, a single stream, and I don't even recall barely anyone needing help with Smuggler's Run. It was almost always MC businesses that people needed help with, and the reason people don't do Smuggler's Run, the reason people don't do it, is because you can only source one crate at a time. which then it's 50 crates. And so you get the bonus when you source 25 crates. It's a separate bonus from the high demand one. You get the high demand for it, but for 25 crates, you get those, you get a bonus, and then 50 crates, you get the bigger bonus. And so if you're sourcing just one crate at a time, that's 50 missions. And nobody wants to do 50 missions by themselves. If you get like 3 other people with you, you can do 4 crates at a time, but who has 3 other people to help them constantly source crates? And also, the other people are going to want something too. They're not just going to want to help you source crates for free. So that's why Smuggler's Run is such a unpopular business, because of that. I think it's actually a fun business. I think it has potential. I think a lot of the air missions are cool, but the problem with it is that it just takes too long to source and the payouts are not worth it. So I think this is a step in the right direction, but also, and if anybody from Rockstar actually sees this video, and I'm hoping Rockstar actually listens, probably not, please let people source 4 crates at a time, please. If you're a solo player, let us source 4 crates at a time. I don't mind that. I don't mind doing it by myself. I could just take a Molotov, fly across the map, pick up the crate, fly it back to the hangar, drop it, fly back, drop it, fly back, drop it. I don't mind doing 4 crates by myself, but just don't make me do a single crate mission each time. Let me do 4 crates at a time. So that's, I hope that gets changed. Get more of what you want faster with an across-the-board increase in the GTA value of all shark cards. Starting today, all shark card denominations have been boosted by 20 to 25% when purchased directly in GTA Online or via any of the platform stores. For special GTA Plus member shark cards, this is on top of the current 15% bonus GTA. For GTA Plus, they get a bonus. But, at least, though, shark cards are increased in value for everyone. And I don't support buying shark cards. I've never bought a shark card in my life. But I would say at least it's a good thing. They've increased value on it. So, they've given you more value for your buck. But, what I said is, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong on this. Just feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on this. I haven't checked it in some time. I think that it was $8 million for $100 in real life, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. $100 in American money. I'm comparing in my country. So $100 for $8 million. I think that's what the previous thing was, right? Well, it's $100 for $8 million. That's not worth it. I could grind that in a day. If I really pushed myself, I could grind that $8 million in a day if I really wanted to. So I don't think that it's, $100 for $8 million is worth it. So I think it should personally be boosted even more, but, it's a step in the right direction. So with that, what is that going to be? Like, $100 for $8 million? So basically that would be, what? So like, so that'd be 2 million of 8 million would be 25%, right? So basically we get $10 million for $100, a little bit better, but still I don't think that it's worth it, but at least it's a step in the right direction. Okay, so here, we got a picture. This looks like from the update, I'm thinking that this is Run right here, but I can't tell because he's wearing a different shirt. A little bit hard to tell. These are, I can't tell this part if these are GTA Online players or not. I think these might be NPCs. I don't think these are GTA Online players. But right over here, we have this is new. For people that don't know what this is not to be confused with the nightclub vehicle. This is, I think, damn, I'm sorry. I know GTA Online so well, but I can't even remember the name of this vehicle. This is the CEO crate vehicle. So for people that don't know what this is the vehicle when you're sometimes selling crates, you get this vehicle. But the ramp on here, this is new. This did not have a ramp before. This vehicle is pretty fast, but it doesn't have the greatest handling, and it's very sensitive. For being such a big vehicle, it's very sensitive, and it can flip very easily, this thing, when it just hits traffic. So that's the thing with the with this vehicle. Here we got the little RV. Looks like it's painted differently. And here, this is a new vehicle. This is old-fashioned taxi, downtown Cabco. So it looks like the rumors were true on the, the fast travel option with the taxi. And like I said, guys, personally, I don't, typically cover the rumors until there's evidence. I don't dispute them. Like, I know that a lot of the rumors have a good track record, but just me personally, I only like to cover stuff when I see it directly from Rockstar. But, I will give credit to the rumors. The rumors were true on this. The leaks were true. That there was a, there is, looks like there's going to be a fast travel thing with that. So I'm personally not against that. I think, that'd be a good thing. You call up a taxi, you get fast travel. But at the same time this could also be used for griefing. You might want to keep that in mind. If there's like a cooldown on these things, it might not be abused as much. But just think about it this way. Imagine that, you're selling a business, right? And you're somewhere all the way in Paleto Bay. You're about to make a sale to Paleto Bay. Let's just say you're driving a nightclub vehicle, and sometimes you have to drive the nightclub, cargo all the way up to Paleto Bay. You get up there, and some other player sees you on the map, sees what you're doing, and decides to call in a taxi, decides to fast travel to Paleto Bay, and then they appear right in front of you, like right when they're there. That could be a problem. So unless there's, if it's like where you just choose waypoints, if you just choose waypoints, then that might be a little bit of an issue. If you choose like locations, like buildings, it might not be that much of a problem. And for people wondering, why would you sell in a populated lobby when you could sell an invite-only session? Remember, high demand bonus. You make plenty of it now. These experience improvements and more will arrive alongside the next GTA Online update for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC coming later this month. Take a walk on the wild side of Blaine County in this first installment of a massive multi-part update taking you all across the expanse of southern San Andreas, featuring some familiar faces, a new trio of entrepreneurial misfits on a mission to expand the minds of the citizens of Los Santos one trip at a time. Plus, expect a fleet of new vehicles, world events, contact missions, and more. So, it's an update that's gonna, give us generally a lot of, stuff. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be a big update the way that they're describing it. But I'm fine with this. Some people probably, I think it'll probably be bigger than Criminal Enterprises. That's what I probably think, at least, because Criminal Enterprises wasn't that big. But I don't mind this, guys. I know some people might be disappointed, but I'm fine with this because for me personally, in my opinion, we already have so many businesses in this game, and we have just so much stuff. And if they improve the businesses that we already have in this game, and they add small things to all the businesses that we already have, I think that'll increase the variety of the content. Because think about it this way. When Rockstar has a new business, what happens when Rockstar has a new business? Basically, everybody grinds that new business and nothing else for like 1 or 2 months, and then everyone gets bored of it. If Rockstar adds something to each business, like, they improve, import-export, they improve Smuggler's Run, stuff like that, it'll encourage people to diversify the stuff that they're doing, and it'll make the game actually less boring. Because think about Criminal Enterprises. Remember me. I got burnt out of GTA Online. I stopped playing GTA Online for nearly a year on this channel, but the reason I got back into it was because, one, I could sell in invite-only sessions, and also because I could do a lot of different things with businesses. I had new nightclub activities, new MC activities, new cargo activities, so that brought me back in the game because I like these businesses. I like these grinding businesses, and for me personally, just doing all these like new activities in these previous businesses, I thought was a step in the right direction because instead of doing one business the entire time, we're now doing all the previous businesses. So that's what I personally think. That's why I think Criminal Enterprise was one of the best DLCs ever, even though it was small, because it just added a variety of things in the old businesses. Thank you all so much for playing such a huge part in this continued growth and exciting new highs for GTA Online, and for your valuable and constructive feedback. Please keep it coming. We look forward to implementing more of your ideas and requests as we continue to build on the GTA Online experience. For these updates, stay tuned for much more very soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Let me know what you guys think. And it's like I said, guys, I criticize Rockstar. When Rockstar does something stupid, like canceling Red Dead Online or, GTA Plus, I criticize them. But, when they do something right, I'll praise them. And so, even though I'm a bit disappointed with Rockstar, I wouldn't consider them my favorite company anymore, but I don't hate them. So, like, some people say, like, they come to my channel and they say, oh, you hate Rockstar. No. I hated Rockstar when we playing most of their games. I enjoy their games. But I just, don't like a lot of the stuff that Rockstar has done. But, here, I haven't really seen anything negative. All of this pretty much, personally, is just, good things. Even the shark card increases are a good thing, even though I'm not a fan of shark cards. So, I think I'll enjoy this update. I think I'll have fun, and when this update comes out, we'll do some videos on it and some guides. And, we'll do some streams, and we'll have fun, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.